So the next thing that happened on NXT Spring Breakin, we get to the main event. But before we talk about the main event, we got to talk about a few things that happened backstage. So yeah, we see Trick Williams getting interviewed and stuff, and he was talking about how he's going to whoop that Trick tonight and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what he says, and he says he ain't going nowhere. He's going to become the new NXT champion. And then we see the NXT champion Ilja Dragunov getting interviewed, and then he was talking about how, that he respects Trick and all that stuff, but he got to keep what's his. And Trick is going to leave. So yeah, that's what he says there. And then Damian Priest comes up and he says, "Good luck, champion." So yeah, that's what happened there. But then we get to the main event. It was the NXT champion Ilja Dragunov versus Trick Williams, 1-on-1 for the NXT championship. And if Trick Williams lose, he gets to leave NXT. So yeah, that's the main event. And we get to this match. In this match, it was a banger. Both of these guys beating the hell out of each other, coming up near falls a lot of times in this match. At one point, they was both on the barricade, and then Trick Williams hit a rock bottom onto Ilja Dragunov through the announce table, laying him out. It was crazy. And then they both get back into the ring. Dragunov starts beating down Trick, suplexing him back into the ring from the apron. And then he climbs up the second turnbuckle and jumps off with the H-bomb onto Trick. He pins 1, 2, Trick barely kicks out at 2. And then Ilja couldn't believe it, so he climbs up the top turnbuckle. He jumps off with another H-bomb, but this time off the top turnbuckle. And he couldn't go for the cover right away because he was hurt and all that stuff. But he finally crawls for the cover. He pins him 1, 2, Trick barely kicks out at 2 once again. Ilja couldn't believe it, so both of them was going at it and stuff, but then Trick manages to hit a knee to the back of the head on Ilja. He pins him 1, 2, Ilja barely kicks out at 2 this time. But then Trick goes to the corner, Ilja's in the other corner, same stuff as that happened a few months ago, and we see Ilja setting up for the Moscow torpedo bomb onto him, and then we see Trick setting up for the trick shot. And they both run, and Trick hits the trick shot onto Ilja, and then he pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Trick Williams defeated Ilja Dragunov tonight on NXT Spring Breakin', and he is the new NXT champion. That's what happened. Great match. For that match, I'll give it 4.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. Great match between Ilja Dragunov and Trick Williams. And Trick Williams is celebrating after the match, and Ilja shakes his hand, hugs him, and gives him the NXT championship. So yeah, that's what happened there. Great stuff. And everybody from NXT, like Johnny Gargano and all them, was watching this match from ringside in the crowd. So yeah, great match. Like I said, Trick Williams stays at NXT. He is the new NXT champion. But yeah, for tonight's NXT Spring Breakin' Week 1, I'll give it 9.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was a great show. So yeah, that's why I'll give tonight's show. But yeah, Week 2 will be next week. I'll be talking about that. And yeah, I'll be talking about AEW Dynamite tomorrow night. So yeah, look out for that. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris. And subscribe to this channel, Chris McDaniels. If I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. It'll be down there in the description box. And I'll see you guys later. Till then.